This video will show you how to add ownership costs to equipment. To do this, go to Field Operations and find Equipment on the left nav. In my example, I have some machines already added, but I'm going to go ahead and add a new one from scratch. So I'm going to hit the New Equipment button and go ahead and type in the equipment name. Call this the John Deere tractor. I'm going to go right to ownership cost first. I'm going to go ahead and hit the slider button, and I'm going to add ownership cost by picking out my entity first. And the cost of this machine, I'll go ahead and type in that. The estimated ownership period, I'm going to say that I plan on keeping it for 15 years, and the value of that is going to be $125,000 when I'm done. And what's nice about Traction is if you hit this green button here, it will calculate the ownership cost for you. And if you want to change these numbers, it's not a problem. Just go ahead and override it. I'm going to say this is going to be 20 years instead of 15, and I want it to recalculate my ownership cost. Just hit that green button again, and it will readjust it. Now, what's really nice about this is that 3750 here will be allocated to that machine, and then that will spread it back to all my fields, assuming I've got this field record option here, slider selected. And I can also enter in a default cost, and that way I've got my default cost as well as my actual cost in Traction. Now you do have this slider button here to explain this. Is if you have this, let's say this ownership cost as well as some other costs, and you want to split those costs evenly to all your fields without doing field records, you can do it right here. Or you have the option to say use this weighted split crop, and this will let you take that cost and spread it based on the crop, and you can enter that percent here. And this is just another way of getting the cost back to fields. So that slider bar there is how you kind of choose what path you want to go. In my case, I am using field records in Traction. I am assigning hours or acres to fields for that machine. So that's really important that I've got that selected. When we're all done here, we'll hit the Save and Close button. And now you'll see that new machine has been added to my equipment list. Currently there is no field records entered yet, which is why there's some blanks here on the screen. But as you can see, it does have my $25 per acre, and I have my ownership cost there. And if you ever want to go back and make a change, it's very simple to do. Just hit the three dots here, go back to View Details, and hit the Edit button, and you'll be right back where you started.